Time to make our Super Bowl pick, John. And when we make it, we'll be making it at mybookie.ag, promo code HAM and the number 1, where MyBookie will match your first deposit dollar for dollar. 50% up to $1,000. Remember, if you accept the bonus, you do have to bet the full amount before you can withdraw funds. You can also decline the bonus. Either way, use the promo code HAM1, and that way they know we sent you.
It's where you gamble. It's where I gamble. It's where a lot of our people gamble.
All right, should we start? We've been talking about props all week. What did you end up doing on Gronk? I mean, I just gave it away on MVP. I'm sorry, first touchdown.
Yeah, I put Gronk first touchdown. I got him at 14-1. Player to score the first touchdown of the game. So I put $50, can win $700. I also did, I sprinkled a little because I thought, you brought up this guy's name, and occasionally, maybe once a decade, a defensive player usually has to have a pick six or a fumble six. And if they're one of the best defensive players, they're just going to end up the number like 10. Like they had 10 tackles, and you just feel them a lot on big plays. Maybe like a third down stuff, a pick six or a fumble six, and just he's already got a bunch of momentum going into the game. I put $25 each on Honey Badger, 40-1, Super Bowl MVP. $25 pays $1,000, guy. And your guy, Devin White, 25 is 50-1, so I'd win $1,250. So both those guys, I don't feel like just low value, just $25. Just every time they make a tackle, I get to root. Is it inconceivable that Brady throws a pick six to the Honey Badger, or the Honey Badger has how about this one?
Wait, you got Devin White at what was he, plus 5,000?
I got plus 5,000.
He's at plus 2,500 now. Remember, damn. I liked him at plus 6,600.
Yeah, he's been. So they were getting a lot of juice there, guy.
I've been talking about him for a week and a half.
You think the Honey Badger, if let's say the Chiefs win by 10, he has a touchdown, maybe a sack. He's just around. People like him. Would you say a little momentum? People
I like it.
His story.
I think you notice him, right? He makes plays. It's because Honey Badger.
If he were to become the Super Bowl MVP, would you say that would solidify his name in Canton? Multiple Super Bowls, Pro Bowls,
yeah.
Super Bowl MVP.
Still has time left.
Everyone loves him. Team captain, good teams, right?
It's weird, right? Been on 3 teams.
But every team loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, well, part of it, remember, he got
too expensive.
Injured. Yeah, the Texans signed him to a 1-year deal,
yep.
And then Veach just went,
How about Harrison Butker at 15,000-1?
Had a bad year.
That's why he's good value. $10 pays $1,500.
How many field goals would you have to kick to be the Super Bowl MVP?
4.
Would just have to be a field goal fest?
Yeah.
And you win
maybe a game
17,
winner.
And you have 4 field goals and you kick the game winner from 58.
Yeah.
Do you think a game do you get credit for a game winner if it's 30? I mean, you do, but
it depends. If it's your 4th field goal of the day, you do.
Yeah.
Especially if you've missed 1 or 2. It's he buckled down.
What would you say? Anything is you're on the edge of your seat over 50?
I'm on the edge of my seat over 40.
Yeah, to win the game, that'd be
In the Super Bowl?
Yeah. What did you say Butker is?
15,000-1.
Here's the thing. I do every once in a while take a guy like that in golf to win the tournament. They rarely make the cut.
But this guy starts. This guy, there's only one guy that's kicking a game-winning kick. It's this guy.
He plays. Yeah.
Or suck
whenever
up.
They need a field goal, they go to him. You're right.
What's better value, him or Juan Thornhill at 10,000-1? All due respect, Juan.
The thing that would make me nervous about Butker is it does feel like Andy's goes for it a lot on 4th down, so he might not get as many field goal chances even throughout the game. The game winner for sure.
That's true.
It does feel like don't you think both these coaches, they're going on both sides will have 4th down conversions or attempts?
Yeah, I think it'll be especially Arians loves going for it, especially if somebody's scoring. It's just going to set the tone, right?
Yeah, no risk it, no biscuit.
No risk it, no biscuit. You can go plus 900 that just a running back wins the MVP.
Feels unlikely with these two coaches. I would say kind of anti-running back.
You can go plus 800. Any defensive position wins the MVP.
Don't hate that because I think you're more likely to have a defensive position guy win it if there are 100 pass attempts in this game. And when I think Bruce Arians and I think Andy Reid, I think passing, right? So if you're just passing a lot, what if one of the quarterbacks off and they just throw a couple picks?
Yeah.
And
the problem is it might not take much for Brady to win it, right? If his team wins.
What's Brady's odds?
Plus 200.
Yeah.
Better than Mahomes at minus 115. But here's the thing. I'll get to
Minus
this is why I
115?
minus 115.
Feels very like back when like Tiger would be like 1-1 to win the Masters. It's just if the Chiefs win, more than likely Mahomes is going to be the MVP, right? I think that's just how you justify it in your head.
Yeah. Yep.
But
I could see
he
the
was
Bucs,
not good last year in the Super Bowl.
not until it mattered the most, and then he won the MVP because he made a play.
He made a couple.
Yeah, I know. I'm simplifying. This game opened at 3.5, Kansas City. It's now down to 3. I am taking the Bucs and the points, John. I'm taking the Bucs plus 3. I think the Chiefs are the better team. I thought the Packers were the better team. This game is at home, and they've got Tom Brady.
No Cannon, though. You see that story?
No Cannon. That's the right thing to do.
Well, I thought of you when I saw that. You're like, well, you don't get the perks of being a home game.
You shouldn't even have your own PA guy. Oh, you probably do get your own stadium announcer.
You see, Peter Schrager said like the Bucs were adamant they wanted, and the Chiefs were like, "Well, are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, no. Good for the Chiefs. I do think that I kind of think the Chiefs win this game, but I have a hard time seeing Tom Brady get beat. Now you can lose by a touchdown. You didn't get your ass beat. So
yeah.
But I think the Chiefs are the better football team. But it's just Tom Brady just showed up in Tampa and they're hosting the Super Bowl, and I'm supposed to pretend like I don't know. The fucking
they can't win.
The football gods don't exist.
Yeah, so. I know. You see the weather report. It's going to be a little rainy too. I don't even know what that means. Like, what does that really change that much? I don't even know.
Andy Reid off a bye though, John. Does the Super Bowl count as Andy Reid off a bye?
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, he's 1-1 in his Super Bowl off a bye. He got his ass kicked by back in the day by Brady and the Patriots. Last year, he's kind of getting his ass kicked too. I mean, I remember looking up late with a lot of time left in the fourth quarter, like it was really this easy. The Niners just won their 2 playoff games, and now they're up double digits in the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter. It's just gonna cruise, and then the football gods are like, yeah, not so fast, because guy with like 7.5 minutes left. It was the Wasp play was on 3rd and 15. I'm thinking to myself, the fucking Niners is gonna win the Super Bowl.
It's gonna be like, well, they didn't play anybody this year. It's like I know,
it worked. So you're right. I mean, I do think it's just. I think the Chiefs are the best team. They've won 25 of their last 27 games. They're defending champions. I feel even better about them watching that AFC Championship game 2 years ago, because it's like Mahomes was ready then.
Yeah.
Like they would have. I think they kicked the shit out of the Rams, because the Brady, as you could see the next year, like their offense was Gronk was old. Their running game was like Sony Michel. Edelman was old. Like their offense was really just on guts and smarts. It wasn't talent. There's no way that Goff. Now, the Chiefs' defense wasn't as good, but this team has been Super Bowl ready, and their quarterback has been Super Bowl ready since that moment.
Yep.
They just only have 1 instead of 2, but they would have had 2 if D4 doesn't jump off sides. I just think they are just on one of these rolls. Like we talked about Moose Johnson earlier this week when he just goes, we look across there like we ain't losing. I think there's kind of a feel like, do the Bucs truly feel like we're just the best team?
Well, here's my major. Yeah, it's like the Bucs have not been in the Super Bowl before. Tom Brady has.
Like, do you think there's one starter on the Chiefs, and definitely like all their good players, but even like the Sammys, the Thornhills, like the guys that have been starting now for a couple of years, to go, we're the fucking best team in the league. We know it to our core. You're gonna beat us, you gotta beat us.
Right.
But every time we walk in this field, we got the best player in the world, number 15. We got these other 2 guys that, unless you got Belichick, you ain't stopping Tyreek.
Like, does Mike Evans have any idea what it takes to win a championship?
No, but like to me, he's a championship level player.
I agree. I'm just saying, like, that sideline is not Tom Brady's Patriots on that sideline.
No, I think there is an element of like, holy shit. Now, that's where the one thing I go back to, which I don't hate your Bucs bet. I'm taking the Chiefs -3. It is Corona, and the week leading up has been less Super Bowl-y, where I just saw Tyreek Hill. They asked him, like, as we were just going through some stuff, he was like, you guys are flying out tomorrow. What are you going to do the rest of the day? He's like, I don't know. I'm going to go home and play video games. Like, I'm just going to go. Like, it's just very normal to these guys right now, right? There hasn't been this radio row, all this media shit. That to me helps the Bucs a little bit, because they haven't been going to parties. They haven't been doing it. Just, I think the normality in the sense of the Corona rules and restricting them, like normality of a normal work week, helps a little bit for them. Now, maybe the Super Bowl, there's only going to be a quarter of the place full, right? That, to me, benefits the Bucs. Where if it was a normal week, I would have loved the Chiefs. I would have put like $1,000 on them. Just the party's going on in Tampa. The Chiefs are just there to win. Brady's there to win. I just wonder, like is Lenny out? But no, he's not right now.
Yeah.
The one thing the Bucs do have, and this, kind of speaks to Arians running a loosey-goosey ship a little. They do have a lot of talent. Like they have a lot of players.
And their defense is good. And the Chiefs' offensive line is.
And their defensive coordinator's good. And Todd, they got dudes.
Yep.
I do think, personnel wise, they could hang. I think it's got a chance to be an all-time great.
I love this game.
Yeah.
I love this game. And this game.
If it was, let's just say the Packers had beat the Bucs. Let's flip it and kick the Bucs' ass. Do you think there'd be a lot of Packers love?
Yeah, I think this game would feel better.
Like the Chiefs are.
Like some of my argument for the Bucs is like, it's Brady.
Yeah.
But I know that Brady. Let me say, I don't know this. I don't think if it's like, Mahomes is it's an all-time great Mahomes game. I don't think Brady can do that. But I know Rodgers could.
Yeah.
But maybe,
honestly, taking nothing away, I'm glad Tom's there.
You wish it was Packers Chiefs?
I think it'd be cooler.
I do too.
Because you're right. Brady's carrying the Bucs.
But we say that now. It's like, what if Brady? Brady's had these moments where it's like, that was awesome.
Well, Brady's been associated with just the craziest shit that's ever happened in the league for the last 2 decades. So yeah,
you go through Brady's career, you could easily have like 1 championship.
Yeah, or you could have 10.
Or you could have 10.